because of books, publishers like this, you definitely start getting into a lot more cooler, more grown-up alternative comics. So they don't want to be kind of, again, just kind of like with Raw Magazine, they don't want to be associated with the drug-fueled, sex-addled, magazine, Underground Comics. They don't want any kind of relationship with that. They think it's in poor taste. They want to be considered a lot more serious. So you start getting creators like the Rodriguez brothers, or the Hernandez brothers.
But those also do contain a lot of these.
They do, but what's considered more tasteful.
Yeah.
And well, at the time though, it also Crumb's not willing to give it up. He still wants to keep doing what he does, and nobody cares anymore. It's done. And he creates Weirdo magazine. Doesn't really go anywhere. Nobody's into it anymore. Either that crowd is just not even available anymore, his audience has completely changed, it's gone, grown up, moved on to other places, nobody's interested anymore. This is essentially what I would consider the death of the Underground Comics. There's Weirdo magazine.
So do you think the audience just outgrew it? I mean, that's all.
Mostly, because by then now these people that were following those comics and those books, they're in their 40s now practically. They've grown up to, again, there's nothing to protest, there's nothing to argue against anymore, unless you want to consider Reagan, which a lot of people wanted to do that, but mostly, they just kind of outgrew it, really, for the most part. And just, the culture shifted so much that people really weren't interested in that anymore.
Okay, speaking of these guys, each opponent heavy metal for a time. Did you already cover heavy metal?
I did not, because I wanted to focus specifically on American Underground Comics for this round. I will definitely be getting into the far more European publishers in future panels for sure.
Heavy metal was American.
No, it was Metal Permanent was the original.
Metal Permanent, but our version did have focus the artists.
Yes, exactly. And then that's another reason why I want to definitely at some point get into European publishers. That's when I will get into, say, Judge Dredd and all that before Armageddon 2000 comics, those publishers for sure. I'll definitely get further into those in other panels. But in America, we get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And again, all these people right now are taking advantage of what is called the direct market. At this time now, you get what is called the direct market, so publishers can just sell directly to comic book shops. They don't have to basically print a certain amount of books and just kind of eat the loss of unsold books. They can sell just small, specific samples of numbers of books to these comic book shops, so that they can focus more on how much they're going to sell, what they're going to sell without going over budget. So it allows a lot of freedom within the comic book industry. And again, because of the direct market, they don't have to go through newsstands and established marketplaces, so they don't have to follow the comic code authority.